one person has used the standard of user story, another person has written according to their own choice. Both are user story, but developer who will use the user story which is defined properly will get all the functionality of that particular module very clearly. And the person who has written in the form of paragraph, if that user story is used by some developer, they have to find out all the points from that paragraph, and might possible they can miss to develop that. Might possible that paragraph is not understood by tester and they miss to test some behavior. Clear my point? Because same user story is going to used by developers and testers. Developers to write the code and testers are testers. So we have to maintain a standard to write user story as well. So whatever document we are creating, whatever document, whether it is user story, whether it is design document, whether it is code, whether it is test cases, whether it is test scenario, whatever we are writing, if we are using a predefined standard process to develop that, then the output will be good. If we are not using a predefined standard, then might possible if an experienced person is writing, the quality of his task could be good, and if a fresher is writing, the quality of their task may not be that much quality. So we should think about, because in team all type of members are available, all of them are not of the same level, but we want that whatever label they have, but they work in a standard manner. So we have to focus on standard for each and every phases, and that standard is known as quality assurance. So we are assuring that process is also standard, and through testing we are assuring that product is also fulfilling all the parameters whatever is required to develop that. So through quality assurance and through quality control or testing, we are talking about the complete quality management. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the difference between quality assurance and testing, and quality assurance and quality control. Quality assurance is talking about process of development. Quality control is talking about the quality of the product, quality of the output. So if I am talking about requirement phase quality assurance, so for writing the document, if I have maintained some process, and if I'm talking about quality control of user story, then whatever written in the quality in the user story, if we are checking each and every point and we are finding any ambiguity, any mistake, any grammatical mistake, that is the quality checking. Clear that? So that part is coming under test. So this is going to take place at each and every stage. In design document, if I'm talking about process, so during process we'll check that first data flow diagram is created or not, then flow chart is created or not, then dummy code is written on. So this is the process. If this process is there, then the next thing we are going to check what content is written over there. Is that content is accurate according to user story or not? That is the part of test. If the content itself is not available, what you will test? You can't test. So first we'll check that whether the process of creating that document or creating that code is followed or not. If process is followed, then we'll check that what with that process, whatever output is created, that is quality. Definitely one question from this slide in ISTQB, either the definition of error or defect or failure or all three. Clear? So I'll show you the definition of these three terms through ISTQB glossary. First is defect, error, right? First term was error. Error leads to defect and defect leads to failure. Okay.
Failure.
So first, let's see what is error. What is the synonyms for error? Now, tell me in literal meaning, in English, as a term, English term mistake, what you will understand by this term.
So
forget about whatever is written.
We don't get the right output.
Again, don't think in terms of soft. Mistake is an English word. Give me the meaning of this word. Think out of box. Think in broader perspective, both of you. What if I'll ask you, define the term mistake. What is the definition of mistake?
You do something wrong without knowing.
With knowing or without knowing, it doesn't matter. But you did something wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
Athira, any other thing apart from that? Yes, I don't want as an answer. Please give me some other definition according to you. What is your logic about mistake? Always think. Tester has 3 skills are very much required if you want to work as a tester: logic, analytical skill, and communication. These 3 are the core to work as successfully as a tester. So update these skills inside. Update, think, analyze. What is mistake? Give me example of mistake, Athira. Any mistake that you have done in your life.
Grammatical mistake. And it's
Very,
speaking.
very limited thinking. Very limited. How can you tell that is grammatical mistake? Tell me what mistake you have done. So we can do so many mistakes. Like while cooking, I burned the vegetable. That is again a mistake, right? While walking, I can walk on slippery road. That is one of my mistake. I have not analyzed there is slippery and I fallen down. That is my mistake, right? So mistake can be anything. We have to think in broader perspective. That is what I'm telling. So who is making mistake? Me, myself, right?
Yes.
So who will correct it? Me, myself. My mistake is corrected by me or someone else. Who will correct your mistake? You yourself, right? Jaya,
Yes.
who will correct your mistake?
Myself, yeah. As long as I know it's a mistake.
So till you don't know, it is not a mistake. When you know it, then the mistake term is coming there, right? So
Yeah.
when you know there is some problem, error, there is some mistake, you know, then who will correct
Yeah.
it? You yours.
Yeah,
Till you
myself.
don't know, it is not a mistake or error. It will become mistake or error once you know it, right?
Yeah.
Till it is hidden, it is not mistake or error. When it is unhidden, when it is looked out, when someone is find out, then it becomes a mistake, right?
Yes.
Clear this? Now read the statement. And a human action that produce an incorrect. So first of all, we find a result like I clicked on a button and that button is not clickable. So that is a wrong output, right? Button is used to click. Okay. If there is a button on this interface, we have two buttons. So definitely I want that some action has to be performed here and some action has to be performed. There is a drop down. If I click here, I want some action has to be performed. There is a button, close button. I want, but there is nothing coming here. So there is no action is going to perform here. But actions are going to perform here, right? This is a text box and blinking cursor. It means this text box is going to take the data, but there is a drop down as well. It means it will show me the content, whatever content would be available. Clear my point?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So these are the actions that we are performing. But if it will not behave like that, if I have clicked here and I have not got any option, so this is what? A wrong output, a wrong result, yes or no?
Yeah. It's not
It's a
not
wrong,
the
it's a wrong
it's not
result.
working
It's not a
accordingly.
correct. So what I'll do, that wrong result I'll report to developer. That on this page, on this drop down, I click and I have not got any. Now what developer will do? They will go inside the code. First they will perform that action at their own end. And they also not able to. Then they will open the code and see what line they have. And once they found the mistake in the line, what they will do? They will fix it and give it to us. So who has created that mistake? Developer. Who has fixed that mistake? Developer. So because of developer's mistake or developer's error, an incorrect result. But that mistake or error I have not seen. Have you seen that mistake? No. You have reported the problem. Who have seen the mistake? Who has written it? Right? So only developer can see the mistake. Only developer can fix. Clear that? You don't aware like what mistake he has done in the code, what incorrect step he has written, what you have given him, the wrong behavior that is there at your end. So that's why this is the depth. And a human action that produce an incorrect result. So we are just reporting the incorrect result, but the action is find out by developer and the action is fixed by developer. The action which results in that incorrect result. Clear?
Yeah.
So as a tester, are you finding error? Yes or no?
Definitely.
Very nice. Right now I am telling you are not able to see the mistake and error. It will see by the developer and it will fix by developer and you are telling yes, definitely. How you are finding the error? How you see that what mistake developer has done?
We have to look at the document of all the
You
SRS
cannot
document.
see the code. SRS document cannot show you the coding error.
No, based on the requirement, I'll have to first
based on the requirement, you are finding the result. You are not finding the human action, that mistake, that you are not able to find. You are finding the result of that.
Yeah, but like certain things like close button, next button, all that kinds of things. It's a common sense, see if it actually works according to what it's written on that.
So you are finding the problem. Are you able to see the code that what developer,
No.
mistake developer has done to because of that problem occurs? That's what my
Oh,
question.
no.
Are you able to see
Oh, no.
that? So are
No,
you
we won't
finding
get-
error? Are you finding error? No, you are not finding error. You are not finding mistake.
No, what
Who
I
will
understood
find
is
error?
finding error is I'm actually finding the problem. I thought I understood
No,
that as
problem is the result of the error. You are finding problem. Who is finding error? Developer.
Developer.
Who is finding mistakes? Developers. Who will fixing error? Developers. Who will fixing mistake? Developers. So testers will not find errors, but error leads to defect. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mandatory as well. Like whenever there is an error, it's not mandatory. Sorry, whenever there is a defect, it's not mandatory. Always there is an error. Now I'm giving you example. Here might possible you are opening this PDF on a browser, right? Not this PDF file you have not opened on Acrobat Reader. Right now it's open on Acrobat Reader. If I try to open this PDF on browser, I can open this, right?
Yes.
And I have opened this on IE browser, right? And on IE browser, when I'm clicking on this button, I'm not getting the option. This is a scenario. On IE as well, this button was visible. So if it is visible, I expect that when I click, whatever I am getting, I am able to see on Acrobat Reader, I should able to see all the content on IE as well. And when I am not able to see, I reported it as a defect to the developer. Now developer opened the code, they found no mistake over there. So what they will fix? They will not fix anything. Now they come up to analyze the reason why it is not visible on the IE. Then they found that this icon, the way they have written the code, that icon is not supported by IE environment. So issue is not coding error. What is the issue? Environmental issue, right?
Okay.
Clear my point.
So
the developer will tell this PDF file is not supporting. Yeah, this drop down is not supporting IE. Either you have to open it on Acrobat Reader or you have to open some advanced browser. So that is the solution given by them. They are not going to fix anything in the code. So it's not mandatory that always the defect is because of error. The defect can be environmental reason. Okay. So that's why I am telling it's not mandatory that whenever you are reporting a defect, always there is an error over. But yeah, whenever there is an error, it will result in defect, definitely, not vice versa. Error can be the reason behind defect, but every defect cannot be due to error. Few defects are because of other reasons as well. Few defects are because of my misunderstanding. I have read the requirement, I have not understood the requirement. I thought it behaves like this, but the way it is behaving, that is the correct behavior. So my less understanding of the domain can be the reason behind the defect. Whatever I am telling as a defect may not be a defect. Clear that?
Yeah.
So if it is any environmental error, he can't fix it.
No, it is not error then. That software is not created for that environment. It's not.
So
Yeah. If it is written in the requirement document that this software should be open on IE as well, and then it is not working on IE, this is a mistake. Then they have to make modification in the code. They have to use some other icon which will support IE as well. Clear my point?
No, if it is in requirement, so it's error, right?
Yeah, if it is in requirement that it should support IE and then it is not supported IE, then it is the coding error because they have used wrong code to create that icon. They have to use some other code to create the icon. Clear? Some other icon they have to use. Then it is mistake. Then it is error. But if it is written in the in that particular SRS that this software can use only on Acrobat Reader and some advanced version of browser, then this is not a mistake. This is environmental issue. The environment which is used by tester was a wrong environment. Clear?
Okay. So if it is not in requirement, so it's a requirement error. So we don't
Yeah,
check
definitely.
properly.
Then it is mistake in the requirement. That if it is not written what environment should support it, and this part is missing in the requirement, then whoever is written the requirement, they have made this.
But it could be even the
That's
stakeholder
also
or the
testing
customer
error,
would not
right?
even have asked
That's
for it.
why SRS is tested before giving to the. These are the points that is tested in SRS. That everything is clear or not. The environment, the user interface, the type of input, the type of output, everything should be written there.
Okay.
So nothing should be missed. Yeah, you are telling something, Jay.
Sometimes even the user would not have stated like they would want this in this environment, or things like that.
That's
They would
why
not have specified.
yeah, user is not defined, but user is not at fault here. User is not defined because you have
User
not
is never at
asked
fault
this.
anyway.
Because you have not asked to the user. Like you went to the restaurant and you have ordered for Manchurian, and the person who is taking the order is not asked that whether you want Manchurian with gravy or without gravy. So it's not your fault. It's his fault who is taking the requirement. And if in your mind it is without gravy and he take it with gravy, what you will do? You will reject it. So you are not at fault. You will never found your fault.